Hello everyone, my name is Byron and today I want to talk about the Gilman Scholarship and all of the crazy good things that happened to me because of it. So this summer 2019, I went on a study abroad to Japan. I stayed in Fukuoka for 3 weeks and I won the Gilman Scholarship for $2,000. Now, what's so crazy cool about my experience with Gilman is how necessary it was for me to win a Gilman in order to be able to attend my study abroad. I am a single parent of one daughter, and let's just jump right in. So, like most parents, the idea of leaving your child for 3 weeks to go to a study abroad kind of at first seems terrifying, seems kind of selfish, and seems impossible. And so today I want to prove all of those things wrong. Let's go back to the very beginning. For years, I never even considered study abroad as an option for me because I'm a single parent, because I'm low income, all of the above. And then one day I just had this like sudden urge. I was in a club for Japanese and they kept talking about study abroad, and my friends were also talking about their plans to go study abroad. And I decided to just take the leap. I took a leap of faith and just jumped onto the study abroad thing. I learned so much from doing it this way, and that's what I would really like to share with you guys, because I think that your experience can be a lot more safe feeling if you hear from somebody who's been there, done that from scratch. So the first step that I took was attending all of the study abroad meetings that my college was providing, and that's actually where I first learned about the Gilman Scholarship. The Gilman Scholarship focuses on not only just people who want to study abroad, but those with low income. So receiving the Pell Grant is one of the key factors in achieving the Gilman Scholarship. After I learned about the Gilman, I was like, can I even achieve that? It's so prestigious and so crazy. Could that even happen? And I want to stop everyone right there, including myself, which I did. Yes, you should always try, because you can't get it if you don't try. So I took that leap of faith and I applied for the Gilman amongst a lot of scholarships because I was desperate and also feeling super guilty about even wanting to go to study abroad because it costs so much and I have to leave my child at home. In this video, I would like to focus on some fears that go along with being a single parent or a parent or anybody that feels like you can't study abroad. You don't even have to be a parent to feel that way, feel like you don't fit in, feel like study abroad wasn't meant for who you are. This video is to target all of you guys and to let you know that you should go for it. You should totally go for it. And I would like to rebut some of your fears and anxieties that you may have so that you can have an incredible experience just like I had, just like so many people have had. And hopefully you can use Gilman to help you achieve that experience. So, fear number 1, I can't afford it, or there are so many scholarships, but there's no way I could win any of them. Wrong. You totally can win them, and you'll never know until you try. So I applied for a lot of scholarships, and let me tell you, being low income or veteran status or any sort of specific minority will help you, and you should totally use that to your advantage because those opportunities are there for you. The main one in this video that I would like to talk about is the Gilman. The Gilman is specifically targeted for people who are on the Pell Grant, people that might not get the opportunity to study abroad due to financial reasons or whatever. This first step to destroying any of these fears is just go for it. Apply for the scholarships. talk to the people in your study abroad or education abroad facilities. They're willing to help you. They will help you do whatever you need to do to achieve your dream. So, fear number one of it's too expensive or I don't think that I'll get any of the scholarships. There's no way to know until you try your very, very hardest. That takes you leaps and bounds beyond what you can even imagine. Let's move into fear number two. Fear number two links directly and most specifically to parents and single parents, anyone with children that are still living in your home. So like me, I have a 4-year-old daughter. She's wonderful. She's literally the light of my life. She's literally with me all the time and has been since she was born. So, of course, one of the feelings that I had the most was guilt for leaving her and this sense of it's selfish for me to leave for study abroad. I went back and forth with thinking about this for quite some time, and I came to realize that everything that I do for myself automatically feeds into her life. If I take care of myself, I take better care of her. By putting time into myself, I'm automatically able to give her more time. And also, by being well educated myself, I'm able to better educate her and show her that studying and working hard in school and at work is the right thing to do. I applied that to study abroad. If I can have an incredible experience in Japan and if I could gain a bigger perspective of the world, the one person that's going to benefit most from that, other than myself, is my child. She's going to know so much about the world just based on what I've experienced because I'm her main source of worldview. If you think about it that way, there's no reason to feel guilty by putting time into yourself, especially whenever it comes to education, because that in turn builds so much for your future generations, for our children. The third fear or kind of excuse that I want to talk about is I don't have time. I don't have time to leave my family. I don't have time to take off from school. I don't have time to take off from work. And those are all extremely valid and understandable excuses, but the experience is worth it. The experience is worth the bit of anxiety about not having time. It's worth the cramming another class into a semester so that you can take some time off in the summer. It's worth it. Therefore, I so encourage you to take the time, make the time, figure it out, talk to your study abroad advisors, talk to your regular advisors, and try to just figure out the time. It is possible. You can do it. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that you don't have time to give up. So now I want to talk for a bit about the Gilman Scholarship itself and how to better your application to achieve the Gilman. There are multiple parts of the application process, but the main ones that I want to talk about are the essays. So the first one is the statement of purpose essay, and then there's the follow-on project essay. So for those essays, have someone go over those with you. You can get somebody from your advising department to go over them, a trusted teacher, or even someone from the Education Abroad office themselves. What I suggest is getting someone to look over it more than one time, maybe even more than one person. That way you can feel confident in the way that your writing comes across. You can also feel confident in the fact that your follow-on project is something that's actually doable and understandable to the general public. So please have someone go over your essays for you and with you and work on them together so you can have a really, really solid essay. Now I want to talk about what the Gilman actually did for me. So I received a $2,000 Gilman for my 3-week study abroad to Japan. Applying for and receiving the Gilman scholarship 100% eased the stress out on me as a single parent going to study abroad because it's such a huge and generous scholarship. Without the Gilman, I know that I would have been so much more stressed out during my time in Japan regarding money and finances and my house back at home. And so having that support there was really, really, really incredible. So I encourage everyone to at least apply, because if you receive it, it'll change your experience 100%. The last thing that I want to talk about in this video is my experience with being away from my child for 3 whole weeks for the first time ever. One of the most difficult things about choosing Japan as my study abroad location was that there was a 13-hour time difference. That means that whenever it was 9 o'clock in the morning in Japan, it would be 10 o'clock at night at home. And so that made communicating really, really incredibly difficult. Either I would be staying up way late or I would be waking up way early just to talk to her. The way I managed this was I used FaceTime on my laptop and calling my dad, who she was staying with. So that connection made it much easier because I was able to see her face, she was able to see mine, and she could tell me about what she was doing, how she was doing, and it actually wasn't the worst way to end the night or start the morning whenever we did talk. Other than that, we were so busy during the day, and it actually, the 3 weeks kind of just flew by. My daughter was literally so happy the whole time. She was having a great time. She was happy to see that I was happy, and now she loves to tell everybody that mommy went to Japan and loves all of the random things that I got her while I was there. So from my experience, your child will be fine. They're gonna be so grateful later on, and when they see you again, they'll be so happy to see you and so happy that you're back. They won't forget you. They won't be mad at you. You just need to take this opportunity. So that's all I have for this video. I hope that you take this opportunity, this once-in-a-lifetime chance, to go to the study abroad, to do it, to work hard for it, to apply for the Gilman, to apply for all of the other scholarships that are available to you, and just live your life to the fullest for not only yourself, but also for your children, for your family, for your work life, for everyone around you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.